And yeah, I'm going to try to activate a few recommenders live on Investor Place. So I'm going to pick an example article. So this is an article that just sits on the homepage. It's yeah, one of the main ones that was appearing all the time on the top trending. So we're doing this real time. And I'm just going to move the heads up display down up here. And what you will see is that Investor Place has this sidebar module, the most popular, and you can see that this article is from a day ago and it's the most popular, and this one as well. This one is from 18 hours ago. You can see that on this module they are showing when was the article published. That is important because I'm going to be dynamically changing the behavior of this module, and on the module that I'm going to be swapping, this is not appearing. We did that on purpose just for you to be able to see that this is changing. So how should I do that? So the first thing is that, yeah, we go into article aside. That's the what appears on the sidebar. And what we are telling the system is, hey, I want to put a recommender showing similar content, show me 5 articles on the same domain and coming from the same author, but you can fine tune lots of those things, okay? Use this template, okay, which I'm gonna tell you in a second. And we show this to everyone, okay? Well, actually, we show this on Live Notes editorial, and we can add any kind of personalization. We add this just not to change the real experience from any of the users, okay? And once we know what we want and who do we show it to, even I can schedule it because maybe I'm interested this to happen, I don't know, on Monday. And I'm telling the system that I want to replace this module, which is the CSS selector that tells me that this is going to be here. So when I publish this and say, let's see how this works, I'm just refreshing because we are putting like the preview modes URLs here. As I scroll down, you will see that this has been replaced. Now we are showing recommendations coming from our new AI-based recommendations. You see that we've removed the date from 1 day ago or 18 hours ago. This is coming now from Marfeel. It happens immediately, and it's highly personalized for me in case that I want to have like a full personalization for the user. Okay, so this is something that we can fully customize. Something else that we can do is even create dynamic placement. So I'm just going to move this and say, I'm going to scroll down, and you will see that there is no single recommendation module in the middle of the article. I'm going to scroll back, and we are going to get into our second recommender, which is in between paragraphs. And here, what I'm telling the system is, hey, add a new recommendation. We set it up, all the parameters. There is lots of sophistications that you can add in case that you have a data team, and we tell it to embed it in the middle of the article. And this, we can see that, yeah, as I scroll down and the system really flies, as I scroll down, the new recommendation is going to appear. And you see that we are just replicating the styles on the page. We are just following the style guide and the colors and everything, even the markup that this is using is the one from the page. Okay, we've done that on the sidebar as well. But it happens that, yeah, we wanted to take this farther. And it's like, hey, we've seen that normally people struggles a lot to get recommenders live. And especially if you want to do it like a pro, right? So giving it different targetings, making recommendations differently in different sections, making it like, yeah, depending on where the user is coming from, the expectations are radically different. So getting all this in place is challenging. So we decided to take it a step farther and just look at what we did on our third recommender. Our third recommender is going to be, look at that, something that is just floating around. And yeah, that was experimentation, but we've got a recommender bar with swipe effects that sits and sticks at the bottom of a page. And you may like it or not, but this is just inspirational, okay? Just get to do it, and I'm going to show you how to do your own templating things. So we've got, obviously, the same thing floating on mobile. So this is why we've got like a floating model. We tell, and there is like a lot of configuration. And look, when you are on mobile, you have like a sticky recommender, but that people can pull up and start reading through, and all those things are automatically generated, even to the point that this is so customizable without having to code a single line that you can put ads into it. So connected obviously into your ad manager, to your ad tech stack. You can do everything. You can even control ad density, okay? As you can see here, all this is available and you can start using it as of today. fantastic, but I don't like these styles. I really like the concept of me being able to do anything, but how is the system doing it? Or if I want to go into the home page, for example, so let's go into Investor Place homepage. I scroll down and all in a sudden I see, okay, there is like this most popular module that is showing me the most popular articles. But that's the homepage. That's a really valuable asset. What about if we make like a full personalization just for me? Okay, that's if I was a reader, Marfeel tracks the interests of users, so then the recommendations can be fully personalized. How could I do that? So the way to do that is, yeah, and we've got our final recommender here. It's recommender number 6, which I cannot see. Okay, that's one, that R5. And this is gonna append or replace that selector on the home page because we are targeting only the home pages. And yeah, it does lots of different things. Okay, in this case, the setup that we've put is popular content. Now, let's see what happens because I'm gonna do that. And as I scroll down, we are going to see exactly the same, okay, as before. This is not what you were seeing before because the previous one had this from 18 hours ago. So again, what we are doing here is just replacing everything. But you know what? I don't like the style, the design. I want to change this. I just want to prove that this is purely dynamic and that we are doing it on the fly. So let's try to change the layout. Let's try to change everything. Given that we don't go through any API, which again, if you want to use the API, feel free to do so, but we think that there are like cooler ways to do it. So starting today, you've got like a new settings mechanism. And yeah, you go into settings, you go to layouts, and all in a sudden, we are going to see like lots of different layouts. One of them at the bottom is, yeah, the layout that we've created for the homepage. So I click here and we've embedded like an entire development environment where you can see that, yeah, this is the markup that we are replacing. You can even change the CSS. And yeah, this is like a set of just to create the visuals. Now, the module here says most popular. What I'm going to do is like, yeah, let's change it because this is something that we've said is highly personalized. I'm going to change it for you. And here, you know what? I'm going to target the, yeah, that's the full segment. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this as a CSS selector. Again, we can help this from our support channel and we can assist you on all these things. Well, I don't know if you know it, but I'm into pink. I love pink. And yeah, let's do this change and see what happens. So I save the layout and without doing anything, now if I go into the preview mode, what's going to happen is that the module, and fingers crossed, there we go, has then dynamically changed. We've changed the text, we've changed the color and styles. Obviously, I can change anything you want. And the most important and most impressive thing, you know what? Is that this is automatically measured. So we've got a built-in A/B testing platform for you to test and A/B test different types of recommenders. And for example, in this case, we just enabled a recommender and the Marfeel recommender is multiplying by 2. So the open rate just increased substantially as well as viewability rate. So everything is not that we provide a recommender, but we provide the mechanism to prove that it's working.